Welcome to the KIMIYA Healing Podcast. Today I'm going to be sharing with you a technique that you can use to clear your energy field. And I'm going to start by saying the first thing that you need to get familiar with is the embodied sense of stillness. So rather than thinking that you can clear your energy field with love and light and shiny unicorns, or visualizing any of the above, you really need to get your head around and then start to embody this notion of stillness that comes from deep within. What that means is everything vibrates. Everything in your energy field that you perhaps don't want to be there also vibrates. The only way that you can really become aware of how to clear your field is by recognizing these vibrations. The only way you can recognize vibration is by feeling it. And by feeling it, you need to be able to not be so in it. You need to be able to have space from it, and you need to be able to be more still than it. You need to be able to embody a frequency that is higher than the frequency that you're trying to clear. So, contrary to what a lot of people believe, clearing your energy field is a real commitment to regulating your nervous system, to owning your shadow, to healing yourself, and to then start working with stillness. Once you've embodied the stillness and you're committed to embodying stillness ever deeper, then you will start to be able to more rapidly clear your field with your own light. It's not light that comes from external. It's not visualizing the violet flame all around you and rose quartz and light coming in from somewhere else into your field, right? You are the field, and this is the major concept for you to get your head around. So, as I'm sharing a technique, I wanted to also share the background, because it's very important to understand that. In order to start to do this practice, you also want to be doing nervous system regulation, grounding, and you can listen to my podcast called 20-minute grounding practice. And once you've really mastered that and you're doing that on a daily basis, it will become much easier for you to clear your field. For those of you that have been doing that and want to experiment, and I use the word experiment intentionally because you will need to constantly be experimenting, refining, taking feedback from your own system, from your own field, in order to cultivate this as a practice that is effective. There is no point practicing something just because you've heard it on my podcast if it is not effective for you. So that's why I have held off actually sharing this practice with you, because I know that a lot of people will want to jump straight in to clearing the energy field or wanting to know how to clear their field, recognizing, or without recognizing perhaps, that there's some things there that they need to look at. So, first of all, accepting that you are vibrating and that everything in your consciousness is also vibrating. Recognizing that clarity and peace is really felt in the stillness, in ever deeper layers and levels of stillness. In order to embrace this practice, you want to be sitting up. You want to be able to sit cross-legged on the floor, grounded. Practice your grounding for 20 minutes, for as long as you can. And gently start to connect. At the base of your body, the base of your structure, start to connect with the base of your spine. And just gently start to feel in to the base of your spine. As you start to feel into the base of your spine, allow yourself to breathe. Notice how breathing changes your whole vibration. Notice how breathing changes your whole structure. Notice how breathing creates movement. Notice if you like those movements, if they feel harmonious, or whether they're feeling maybe chaotic or tense. As you bring awareness to your breathing, you're going to be able to start to slow everything down. You can just start to feel in to the desire to slow everything down. Allow your whole body weight to really just meet the earth by relaxing, by letting go, by trusting. And you might want to exhale and send the exhale breath down to the base of the spine, down into the ground. And just notice how your hips respond and gently start to soften, open as you ground deeper. I like to start at the crown by visualizing the crown, and you will feel, especially if you're very sensitive, you will feel the anti-clockwise spiral of the crown space, and this will be about a foot above your head. You might want to bring your inner vision to that space and just notice, how does it move? How perfect are these spirals? Are you getting stuck anywhere? Is there a dent anywhere? Is this spiral open, fluidic? Is it regular, or are you being brought into a certain area of your field? Maybe the area behind your head. And you want to keep visualizing an open spiraling field and open spiraling light. Gradually bringing this awareness down to just above the ears or to the third eye space, and doing the same there. So you're spiraling with your perception, your felt sense perception, anti-clockwise. And you will notice perhaps some movements that don't feel quite like a spiral, and just recognize what's that showing you about your body. It will be showing you areas of intracranial pressure. It will be showing you maybe some structural issues you've got. All of these need to be resolved for you to be able to swiftly and effectively clear your field. That's because structure vibrates. If you have structural patterns that are being held, that are distorting your field, that are creating blocks, these will need to be resolved for you to effectively and swiftly clear your field. And if you are feeling clear there, you can bring your awareness down. The next place you want to be working at is really at the throat. And just noticing how your own throat feels, how the space around your throat feels. Do you feel any pushing in, any compression, any pressure? And just gently expanding out into that. Because when we start to feel the pushing in, the pressure, or any kind of distortion in our spiraling, what that actually is telling us is pointing us to some edges of fear that we can embrace, some shadow aspects. So feel it, be willing to meet that. Gradually bringing awareness down to the shoulders. And all the while you're trying to support a harmonious flow, a harmonious spiral. You can also bring this awareness down your whole body, the area around your chest, around your heart field. As you arrive at your heart field, how easy is it for you to be here? How expansive can you be while still being still and still holding that spiral around the heart field? If you're spiraling evenly and consistently, density cannot accumulate. You can only spiral when you're still. Density cannot accumulate when the spiral of light is so bright. Keep allowing yourself that feeling of bringing this spiraling light all around you, around your whole body. So your body forms the axis. You're bringing this all the way down to the womb space. Keep going down the body. Keep allowing the spiral of light to clear your field and go all the way down. Making sure that you're aware of your feet, clearing the feet, very important. When you've done that, just relax your body again and bring your awareness now to a wider field. So holding 2 to 3 feet around your body. And this is a wider field where you might find lots of impressions and lots of maybe people. And just see if you can expand the spiral 2 to 3 feet around your body. This white golden light that spirals around you, and allow it to meet anything that's there interfering. Don't forget the space behind your back, space behind your heart. And you can get as expansive with this field as you need to. Gradually, you will become very wide and spread out. And your clarity will increase because you'll be very clear at any one point in time. What is actually in my field? How is my field moving? Who's there? Where are the battles being fought that I need to visit and bring peace to? So you're feeling into these very subtle vibrations all around you. And you're really recognizing that your job is to become still. The next step is to come into the center, the midline, visualizing your spine, visualizing the channel of your midline as a straight white axis, straight down, and embracing that with your heart field. This is like your sword of clarity. If you can find this every day, maybe multiple times a day, you can feel this midline and you can trust it. You will be unbothered by anything that previously bothered you. You can light that midline up by opening your heart field to it, by trusting it even deeper, by loving what you see and what you feel. And recognize how your spine responds to that. Your spine all along and your nervous system all along will show you patterns of vibration, patterns of movement, asking you, will you come here? Will you bring peace here? Will you bring stillness here? And your answer always needs to be yes, I will. And gradually repeating this process every day, multiple times a day, first thing in the morning and last thing at night, will really help you to keep a clear field. This takes discipline, stillness, anchoring, trust, deep felt sense, perception, and willingness to see yourself, including in all the subtle vibrations and ways that you are moving and creating yourself. And at the end of the practice, grounding back into the base of the spine, to the earth. Holding that field wide and clear, open. recognizing that this field is here to serve you as you are. So by purifying what is here to serve you, you will yourself be served. It's very simple. You will feel more confident to do this, and you will feel the benefits of doing this the more you practice. So remember that this is a embodiment practice as well as a practice of working with light. There's no fancy tricks. You need to be able to feel it, to really clear your field. And there's no limits to how deeply you can clear. And by clearing, I mean you bring stillness, clarity, and light, higher and higher frequencies of light into your field. And this is the most beautiful way to start your day, to start your morning, and to create a pure reflection of yourself within yourself. I hope that helps. And if you do try this practice, let me know how it goes for you. Please like and share. Leave a comment on this podcast if you've enjoyed listening to it. Maybe leave a review so other people can also find it, and share this practice with people that you know would benefit. I'll see you on the next one.